Hello everyone, this is Annabella. A lot of people have been waiting for this update on Wang Kai and Tan Sun Yoon's relationship, so here it is. I'm so sorry for the delay. I've been very busy lately. Honestly, I haven't updated myself on any of their news. I have no idea what they are doing nowadays, but I don't think that will be a big problem since I'll focus on reading their current relationship status mostly. Okay, so like usual, let's see how their mutual relationship is right now. Page of Swords. With this relationship, there is a sense of delay. I think one party is being very blunt about their feelings while the other party is trying to draw boundaries. The person that is drawing the boundaries, as we can probably point out from previous relationship reading, is Seven. Not only is she drawing boundaries, she is staying on a very high guard. Kai, on the other hand, is very direct with her, maybe a bit too direct. The reason is because this is a page. He is still young, so he doesn't understand boundaries. I remember seeing this card last time too. I guess nothing has changed much with their relationship. The Hierophant. The Hierophant is someone who is very traditional and very knowledgeable. Though I could be wrong because this is my personal feeling about the Hierophant in this spread. I feel like because he thinks he is so knowledgeable, he doesn't accept other people's opinions. Imagine a very traditional male family member. I often imagine like an old grandpa or father figure. You're trying to explain to him your point of view, but he is too focused with his knowledge and doesn't want to listen to your opinion. What I'm trying to say is, this card is like what I mentioned about Kai in the Page of Swords. He doesn't listen. Also, the Hierophant represents marriage. I think Kai really wants to marry Seven. Well, she's trying to draw boundaries. Seven of Cups. In this current relationship, I believe choices are still being made between the two of them. This isn't a happy fantasy yet. They both need to be more grounded to understand what each other wants. I think they possibly are making some poor choices in their actions because one person is super check in with reality while the other person's head is all up in the clouds. Queen of Wands. I feel like this Queen of Wands is Seven. She is very goal-oriented and she is juggling many tasks. She still has a lot of passion for creativity, not love. This isn't the Queen of Cups. To me, Seven is still very focused on work, but she can get a bit tired sometimes having to do with work and her relationship with Kai. However, she is the type of woman who will take charge of her life. She will not let anyone push her around. I truly wish Kai luck. Personally, I think he will need to change the way he approaches her and their relationship. The Eight of Swords. So yeah, they are stuck in this self-imposed restrictions. I think this is the reason why there has been absolutely no movement with their relationship these days. So much pressure coming from one party, making the other party feeling all tied up, unable to move. But I feel like Seven is trying her best to release herself from the situation. With the Queen of Wands next to the Eight of Swords, this is how I came up with that conclusion. Seven might try to walk away if Kai doesn't change his ways. Let's see each individual's card to see what I concluded above aligned. First, let's see what are Wang Kai's feelings in regards to this relationship in Seven. His first card is Four of Wands. I already mentioned this, but Wang Kai wants to marry Seven as soon as possible. We could see that with the Hierophant. He is really confident that he will be able to win her over and eventually make her his wife. I still think that he needs to slow down and realize getting married is a two-person business. It's not something he can do by himself. Without this basic foundation and understanding, he can really mess things up. Nine of Cups. Another card indicating how much he really wants to have Seven. He also has a very high self-esteem. very optimistic about the future. If 7 agrees to marry him, he'll be like this man, all happy-go-lucky. But have you guys noticed the issues yet? His current state is literally the definition of 7 of Cups. All daydreaming, imagining what would happen in the future, thinking it'll get there easily. He thinks 7 will accept him eventually. Strength. I believe at the end of the day, Wang Kai decisions and actions are all related to his personality. He is a Leo, and strength is a Leo card. He doesn't back down easily, and he wants to tame this lion. I feel like the harder it is, the more he wants to dive in and try to win 7 over. He wants to be in control. 2 of Cups. This is how Wang Kai feels about 7. This little lover card indicates he definitely has feelings for her. He thinks she is his destiny. She is the one type of feeling. But this is not the lover. I feel like it's more because he sees that she is compatible with him. Without a doubt, he really wants to be with her and marry her. The Fool. Yes, Wang Kai, you are a fool. He's such a fool for love. And he's so blinded by the situation because his head is all up in the clouds. He might fall off that cliff soon if he isn't able to get back his focus and think before he acts. Isn't he 40-something years old already? The way he deals with this relationship, in my opinion, is too childish. He really shouldn't go on like this. I also want to mention that I see no communication cards from Wang Kai's point of view. It's all wishes and feelings. I truly think he's not talking to 7 directly to try to truly understand her needs. I value mutual respect between 2 people. This doesn't sit right with me anymore. Let's check on 7. What are her current feelings when it comes to Wang Kai and their relationships? What are her feelings? What is 7's feeling? Page of Cups. If we say 7 has absolutely no feelings for Wang Kai, that's actually not true. Her feelings for him is the Page of Cups, like a crush. She likes him a little bit. I think she also understands all of his romantic gesture towards her, but it remains as the Page of Cups. I picked back up all of the cards, so there is an option for the 2 of Cups to fall out for her too, but it didn't. I want to say that she feels like he's a good man, but for some reason I don't think her heart is open for more. 3 of Swords. Her heart's not open for anything more right now. You may think I am a bit too straightforward because I am reading the cards and that's what I pick up. But she wants to separate herself from Wang Kai. It's too much for her. I think Wang Kai's action and desires might have caused her to become quite confused. She doesn't understand why he went to that extreme when she hasn't truly opened her heart up. 6 of Swords. I think 7 is ready to move on. This card can be a good card since it indicates moving on to calmer water, the place where there is less stress. But for 7 right now, in the middle of this relationship, I think this card is trying to indicate that Wang Kai's eagerness to make her his wife is stressing her out a lot, and she's ready to walk away. Perhaps she is already running away. 8 of Pentacles. She prefers to focus on her work right now, not so much on relationships. You may think that she is a workaholic, but she has specific goals that she wants to reach, and she doesn't want relationships to get in the way. I think she also needs someone who listens to her needs and support her goals and where she wants to stand in life. She doesn't appreciate the disconnection that's going on between her and Wang Kai. Have you noticed the colors? You can go back a few minutes to look at the general colors of Wang Kai's card and 7's color. One is so bright it's blinding, and one is much more gray. 7 of Swords. Well, I guess this one is one bright card, but the meaning behind this card isn't great. This card represents lies and trickery. Now, I don't think there is any trickery going on, but what I feel from this card is 7 wanting to escape smoothly. She wants to come clean and run away without causing any big scandals or issues. I think she doesn't want to completely ruin the relationship. She'll just focus more on work and move away slowly. I think the biggest disconnection here is communication. I'm going to leave this relationship up to destiny now. I'll do more updates in the future, but for now, the direction this is heading isn't very positive. Yes, there's still a lot of desires from Wang Kai, and yes, Seven just wants to focus on work, but they will choose which direction they want to go, not my cards. They are the one to choose their own path. Lastly, I'll pull a few oracle cards to get a more straightforward, easy to understand message for everyone. Let's see if it lines up. Gambling. Problems with addiction or gambling. Bad finances. I immediately thought of the Fool when I saw this card. He is too happy, go lucky, heads all up in the cloud, just wanting to do what he wants. For Wang Kai, Seven is like his addiction. He can't let go of her, too addicted to think straight. Mercury retrograde. Electronic issues, communication issues, review everything. I think I've mentioned multiple times in this reading that they are not communicating their needs properly. Or maybe they are, but one chooses to not understand or ignore the other person's needs. Communication is very important in a relationship. If even this is not met, this relationship will be hard. Move on. Someone is unavailable. A waste of time. It's over. I don't know what to say here. I think this is straight to the point. This is what my oracles decide to suggest. Wow. This one is so straightforward. It probably hurts, right? I'm hurting. I'm sorry for breaking everyone's heart. I'm just trying to read what the cards are trying to tell me. I'm just going to leave this reading here and leave their relationship up to faith. Like I always say, the future is in their hands. I just want them to both be happy. But that's the end of this reading. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much.